All right, guys. So first order of business with this bed, I'm going to remove all the lamb's ear. So right there's a big clump. Right here's a big clump. And then there's a few clumps down here. So that's the first thing I'm going to do because I know those are definitely being removed. And then after that, I will take these sedums and clump them all together. Like right there, it's going to be, I think, a clump of 3. And then I received my order from Great Garden Plants, and it is 14 of the black cherry fruit punch diantha. So when this lamb's ear is removed, I'm going to continue this drift. I'm going to have quite a big drift. And then I think I'm going to have like 3 of the sedums there, and then another drift of the dianthus, and then another drift of sedum. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with these grasses. I know they didn't look good at the beginning of the season. I mean, obviously, the last video I did, not all of them looked all that hot, but this one right here still doesn't look all that hot. But the rest of them, I mean, they're looking pretty good. So I don't want to have them by the dianthus because they both have like that spiky texture. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with those. But I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys. And I know that I'm going to be moving this and these. You see, they were all supposed to be white. And you see these 3 are white. That's the one that I propagated, the one that's up under that bush like that, and this one. And I propagated them because I thought there was some pink in there. And you can see right there that there is at least 1 pink. I thought that there was more than that, though. But I don't know. I'm going to get started, and to be continued, guys. Stick around. Bye. All right, guys, I want to show you something. Now, this is a sedum, and this is a sedum. You notice how yellow they are, and they're all splayed out. They're not tight like this one, and they're not as green. Or you see how this one, it doesn't have that yellow like the other ones, or this one. Now, if you watch my first video, then you know I have this gutter right here with this black tubing that comes under the sidewalk and comes out into the flower bed. This one is in its way. I think this whole area gets damp, so, or stays more damp than the rest of the bed, because originally this is where I had 3 of the dianthus planted, the black cherry fruit punch, and I moved them because they weren't doing well, and I figured it was because of this right here, keeping this too moist. So these are going to pull out, or I'm going to pull these out, but what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put this candy corn spirea there instead. I think that'll look good, and it'll bring more yellow to the bed. Because the only lime, like chartreuse color that I have is the Fire Chief Arborvitae. So I figure popping that right there would look great. All right, I just wanted to show you guys that so you'll know if they're not, if they're yellowing too much and they're like opening in the middle, they're not tight, then they might be getting too much water. They get plenty of sun up here, and it's the hot, hot afternoon sun, so I know that's not the issue. All right, guys, so I will check back in shortly. Bye. Okay, guys, this is the last one. So what we're going to do is throw in some of this biotone. And I usually just put it right on top of the native soil that I'm going to put back in the hole with the plant. Put a little bit down in the hole too. However you want to do it. Read the package directions. I do it works, or what has worked for me in the past. And that's usually how I do it. You can see all these roots from the lamb's ear. Gonna get those out. Okay. So we're filling this back in. It's all the dirt that I just put all that biotone on. So now I'm gonna pull it right back out, pop this down in there, and just work this dirt around this hole. Now these are dianthus, so I usually plant them up high because they don't like moisture like that. And then just keep them deadheaded, and they'll bloom for you all summer. Like I said, this is the black cherry fruit punch from Proven Winners. And I love it. It's so pretty. And then I will water it in. Make sure that mulch is not on top of the root ball. See, I planted it. I remove this mulch around, and all of these were planted the exact same way. So, specs on this. They get 8 to 10 inches high. And then max spacing, minimum spacing is 12 inches. I've done about 12 inches. Some of them might be closer to like 10 inches. But like I said, I'm going through for a thick drift of these. Max spacing is 14 inches. So yes, and they are hardy zones 4 to 9. So down to negative 30 degrees. It doesn't get that cold here. All right, guys. Well, let me get the rest of the stuff in the ground, and I'll check back in. Good evening, guys. Yes, I have wonderful news. The front walkway bed is done. I know it's been a long wait, but it is here and I am loving it. Now you can see the stone that I started right here. I have not had a chance to get to Lowe's to finish this. I'm short a few. And actually what I was thinking about doing was maybe taking it all the way up the walkway and then possibly on the other side of the bed doing the same exact thing. But I don't know. I need to think more about that. So more to come on that. Now, let me tell you about the plants that we have in here. Right in the front, we have Angelina sedum. Yes. Now, it is a ground cover. It does not get that big, 3 to 6 inches tall. But the width on these, it says that they can get up to 24 inches wide. So hopefully, this whole thing down here will be covered by this Angelina. Let me just show you the foliage. It's so pretty. That spiky, yes. And it is hardy here. It does bloom yellow, insignificant bloom. I don't like it for the blooms. There's one right there. I don't like it for the blooms. I like it for the foliage and the fact that it will cover all of this. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Now, behind it, we have the black cherry dianthus. Yes, by Proven Winners. I love this. There are a total of 21 of them in this bed. I had 14. No, I'm sorry, I had 7. I ordered 14 more. It's beautiful. I love it. So there's a drift of 6 here. Now over here, the next ground cover that we have is Dragon's Blood. Look at those floret looking. Yeah, I mean they're so pretty, and it is another sedum, and it gets hot pink, reddish toned flowers on it. Um, so yeah, I'm excited about that. You can see on the edge here, I still need to clean this up, but that's okay. I'll do that when I finish getting the rest of this rock. But anyway, back to our plants. Okay. So behind the dianthus, we have Bundle of Joy sedum. Now, I ordered a whole bunch of these the year before last, and they were supposed to be all white. They did not come all white. I got 3 pink ones. I didn't want the pink, but it's fine. I worked it in. So we have 3, and these are all pink. I don't know if they look pink in the picture. I know this window's over here, but these other 2 are pink too. And then right behind it, right here, we have a Wigelia snippet. And there's actually another one over there. That one's looking kind of sad. That is the one that I transplanted because both of them were originally over in this bed. But like I said, I transplanted the other one over there. So I forgot to cut it back. And so I came out later this afternoon and cut it back. But we're supposed to get huge thunderstorms tonight. So I'm not going to give it any water because there's plenty on the way. Matter of fact, it's been raining for the past 2 days. Now, right here, we have, I believe it is Munstead Red Sedum. And I think the specs on it are 16 to 18 inches tall, which I think it's going to be beautiful. Um, like the dragon's blood, it gets like a hot pink reddish type flower on it. So I'm excited about that. Now, right over here, this little black clump right there, that is, I think it's back to black. It is by Proven Winners. It was a clearance plant that I actually purchased from Lowe's. So it's not looking all that hot right now, but it will definitely grow up. And the size on that, I do believe it's like 18 to 24 inches tall or 18 to 20 inches tall. Um, so that would be nice coming up by the greenleaf Wigelia. And then right here is, do you remember those clearance Sweet Romance lavenders that I got from Lowe's? Yes, that's one right there. And the other one is right over there. So I think that will be, I think that'll look nice with that black sedum popping up right there with that green. This is like a bluish green and this is a green. I think that'll look really good. Now we have 3 of the Bundle of Joy sedums. These are all white. Um, these are originally the ones that I ordered. Um, the pink ones up front, those are also in Bundle of Joy. Now the size on these, they don't get very big. They only get about 12 inches tall, but they get to be about 20 inches wide. So I've also repeated over there. There are 3 of them in there. Also the white. I just wanted some kind of cohesion between the 2 beds. They don't need to be exactly the same, but I did want them to mirror each other in some way. So I think I've accomplished that. Now, up next, we have a drift of 3 of the black cherry dianthus. And then right here, we have a candy corn spirea. Now, I planted this here because right there is the gutter. And that black pipe goes right down here. And I did originally have dianthus planted there, but they were getting too wet. So I actually moved them up front. Um, so I think the spirea will do okay. It does not stay soggy here, but it does stay moist, more moist than the rest of the bed and for longer. But like I said, not soaking. I mean, it's very quick draining, so there's no puddling or anything going on unless we're getting a heavy rain. Then it'll puddle a little bit, but I mean, there's really not standing water there for long periods of time. So I think it'll do okay there. I read online that it can tolerate moist soil. It just can't be soaking wet, and this does not stay soaking wet. It's quite sandy, so it does drain fast. Now, up here, I don't know if you can see that little plant right there. That is a lady's mantle plug. Now, I don't know if it's going to live. I ordered them off of Etsy, and I promise you they did not look like this when I received them. However, I kind of forgot about them, kind of been neglecting them for like a week and a half. So I'll just keep my fingers crossed. If they make it, yay. But if they don't, I just have to get something else. I have 3 other ones that I'm babying um, in the back in a pot. So hopefully I can get a couple of them, at least a couple of them to survive. This one and this one look the best when I brought them out here, but this one especially is looking kind of lifeless. So I don't know. I'll have to keep my eye on them. Now, next, we have another little drift of the white bundle of joy sedum. There's 3 of them here. I did not touch this area over here except for the Julia peony. Remember, she was right there where that snippet Wigelia is. I moved that to the backyard. Um, but as far as the hostas, the tree peony, and that bunch of lambs there, I did not touch it. So I don't think it looks bad. Now this, excuse the McDonald's cup on the porch, I just noticed that. This right here, yes, yes, yes. Big drift of the black cherry. Fruit punch dianthus. I love this plant. There are 12 of them here. They're just gorgeous. And they're just going to keep blooming because I'm just going to keep deadheading them. Yes, I am super excited about this. Now, I don't know if you remember that big heuchera or tiarella, corabelle, whatever you want to call it, but there was a huge one here that is actually in the back too. I have not decided what I'm going to do with it. It can probably seriously be split up into 15 different heucheras. So I have a lot of decisions to make on that. Haven't figured it out yet, but that's okay. I will. So what I did was I went ahead and I popped another boxwood in there. And I'm sure you can see that I do have what will soon be a hedge of boxwoods. Now, these are North Star boxwoods in the front. This one, however, is a sprinter. Now, I was not going to go out and buy more or another North Star boxwoods because I got sprinters at the Home Depot half off sale. So it would have been a waste of money for me to go and buy another North Star when I seriously have 5 sprinters. Yeah. So that's what I did. And I don't think it's going to look bad. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is going to be more the color in the winter time because I think the sprinters may bronze out more. If I remember correctly, I don't think these in the front really bronzed out at all the past 2 winters. I think it was more the sprinters on the side because on the side of the house I have a hedge of sprinters. So, but that's okay. I mean, like I said, I did not want to go out and spend more money. I mean, yeah, I mean, it kind of wouldn't make any sense. So, I am happy with the sprinter. And this is a last look of the walkway bed, guys. I am quite excited about it. You can see I moved this bottom part out. I probably moved that out maybe 3.5, 4 feet. Yeah, it's probably more like 4 feet, if not 4.5. But I just think it looks so much better. And I love the spirea there. Just another pop of chartreuse because the only chartreuse that I have up here is the fire chief right there behind that boxwood. So I am happy with that. Yes, well, guys, that is the walkway reveal. Thank you for being patient because I know it has taken me probably almost 2 weeks. But sorry, guys, I've had a lot going on. So here is one final shot. Please excuse the cars in the driveway. And there it is, guys. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the reveal. And I will see you again shortly. Please like and subscribe. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. Talk to you later. Bye.